Hey everyone. So I have some exciting news. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this live stream, but the main reason why I'm making this live stream, as you can probably tell by the title, is I have created a separate channel. The link is in the description for the interviews. Because I just felt like for the longest time, even though I love doing the interviews, I also felt like it wasn't really adding. I mean, it was adding to the channel in the sense that the interviews were very interesting, and at least from my opinion. Um, but I think for the average viewer, it became very overwhelming, especially a period of time that I uploaded a lot of interviews at once. So for those of you who want to do an interview, email me at pucokieinterviews@gmail.com. And this way you don't even have to write like interview or something. Basically that email is just going to be for the interviews. And I guess if you want to collaborate, I would say if you want to do more collaborative videos, I would do the pucokie2 channel. I mean, pucokie2@gmail.com. Email for collaboration and stuff. But if you want to do an interview on the Pucokie Interviews channel, email pucokieinterviews@gmail.com. Now that like I guess I have this set up, it will be a lot more organized and a little bit more streamlined, and I really don't want to receive on that email any kind of other emails. If you want to just talk to me generally, and I know I've been really bad about replying to emails lately, you can email me again at the pucokie2 email. But if you really want to be interviewed, do send me an email at the pucokieinterviews@gmail.com. So I don't know if anybody's watching. Oh, Queen Tiger and T-Pain. This channel does exist. You have to go in the link. Let me make sure that this link works actually. Oh shit. Okay, that link does not work. Let me see again. I'm gonna delete. Let me find the link to the channel. I do have it as like one of my featured ones. Let's see. Okay. I guess I completely. Let me see if this works. Okay, wait a second. Sorry that this may be annoying for people. I just want to make sure that this is working. Okay. All right, so the link that I just put in the description works now. So it should take you there. So let's see. Cosmos, hi from Hungary. It's 2:34 a.m. here. Wow, that's crazy. That's super crazy. Queen Tiger, oh shit, such a mood. All right, so, okay. I think, okay, so I do want to talk about the interviews really quickly. I don't know if I really want to continue with this stream for too long. I really just wanted to make that update. And I know that this is not a super organized video because I just made the channel and all that stuff and the email. But basically the way these interviews are going to be a bit different than what you have seen on the Pucokie channel thus far is these interviews are, some of them may be live, but a lot of them are going to be recorded on the Zoom app or on zoom.com because I do want to have better quality video. And I also think that sometimes in the interviews, even though I do really like the live chat and stuff, it can be very distracting, especially for the guest. So I think these new interviews are going to be a little bit more streamlined in a way, and a little bit more, a little less, um, I guess, chaotic. Um, But if you do want to do a live interview, so you can choose between two different options. You can either do the Zoom interview that's going to be recorded and potentially edited. I don't really want to edit it unless there's like something that the person says or something like that, or like some distraction happens. And then there's going to be the live interview option. So basically, let me know which one of those work for you. Another thing, as I speak right now, and this could very well change in the future because I am wanting to change locations in the sense of moving eventually, and have a different job. But right now, my schedule sits where I work full time, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. So the new interviews are going to be a little bit more scheduled in the sense when they're not live, it will be easier for me in the sense that um, it's okay when we shoot them and stuff, except for during working hours. But yeah, basically just let me know for those of you that want to do an interview. I'm going to look at the chat again. Okay. Oh, also, okay. So the people that have watched the older interviews, as you might notice, I have unlisted all of those interviews for my channel, which I've debated about uploading them again onto the new channel, but I don't think I will. What I did do is I unlisted them and then I put them in a public playlist. That playlist is both on my homepage here and also on the Pucokie Interviews channel homepage as well. So those of you that want to look at those old videos, and you can share them, if you have a link to the video, you can view it and other people can view it. So if you really want to keep your interview, you can even post it on your channel if you want to, or whatever you want to do. But there are going to be some repeat interviews, and I'm not going to ask the same questions to those people. But for a lot of those people, it's been a good few months to a year since or like not a year, but at least a good amount of time since I've interviewed some of these people. So I think the conversation is going to be a little bit different. So there are going to be people that I will interview again. And that being said, so if you have been interviewed before, and again, this channel right now is just going to be for interviews. They're not going to be collaborative videos. If you want to do collaborative videos, we can do this on this channel, your channel, whatever. But that's going to be primarily for interviews. And I'm going to also interview people in person as well. So really you have three options. And this applies to both people that have yet to be interviewed and people that have already been interviewed. If you can either elect to do a live interview, so through Google Hangouts like I'm doing right now, where there's a chat and people are interacting in the chat. There's still going to be questions, there's still going to be some type of flow to it, but we're also going to be interacting in the chat and it is going to be live. So you can either elect to do that, or B, again to do like a recorded interview that will potentially be edited via Zoom or whatever video app that we choose to use. And that will be uploaded onto that channel at some point in time. And I will not guarantee that it will be uploaded on the same day that we do the interview. And that's partly why I do want to do those kind of interviews more so, just because I can schedule them out a little bit better and there's more of a consistent schedule. Because I really do want to have on this new channel, have a time that I can upload these videos that are like is during the day, or at least during like Eastern time, let's say around 12 p.m. or in the morning or something. But obviously I'm going to be working during that time, so I won't be able to obviously do the interview during that time, but I do want to post during that time. And then the third option is to do an in-person interview. Now, this is very limited in the sense that there are very few people, well, not very few, but there, for I think obvious reasons, there aren't as many people that I would feel comfortable doing an in-person interview versus like one of the live or recorded interviews. Because, well, first of all, proximity. Most people do not live in the area that I live in on the East Coast. B, I don't want, I mean, there might be times where I drive to other people or fly to other people if I'm friends with them or whatever that is, or if there's like a neutral location. But one thing I do not want to happen is for people to think it's okay to drive or fly or come to my location thinking that that would be all right. And I think most people have good intentions, and I think, you know, most people don't think of doing necessarily harmful things, but I really don't feel as comfortable doing live interviews with the vast majority, just because I don't know you guys. Even though I see your comments, I may, you know, we may know each other to a certain degree. You don't know me. You guys have never met, or some of, I would say most of you haven't met me in person, and I haven't met most of you in person as well. Eventually, I do want to do like live interviews with, say, people like Michelle Wilson, Megan Lovoda, Love Lou, LJ, Auto Alchemy. There's a list of people that I definitely want to do interviews in person in the future, slash collaborations. But yeah, maybe, I'm not saying that's completely out of the question. I'm also going to interview friends and acquaintances in person, but that's a bit different because they live in the same area. Anyways, not going to say never to any of that stuff, but I guess one of the things that I have noticed from YouTube, and I'm going to return to the chat in just a moment, I've been this way as well because of watching certain YouTubers and feeling very close with them. It's a weird dynamic that you have with YouTube. Because whoever you're watching or like subscribe to, you have like a certain investment in that person, whether you really care for them or not. Just the fact of like subscribing and watching their content, you develop some type of attachment, so to speak, or some type of level of closeness in a weird way. And I definitely feel this way with certain YouTubers that I watch, and even people that I've become friends with when I watched them before. And I know people have expressed this about me as well. But the thing is, you can watch every single one of my videos, you could watch every single one of whatever YouTuber, fill in the blank you wanna say. But at the end of the day, you don't truly know that person. And I'm not saying that if you knew them in person, you would know them any better, but it is a very different thing. I think even myself, I can present myself a lot differently online. Maybe not a lot differently. I'm trying to be a little bit more myself, not saying that I am not myself. Like right now, I'm not being myself, but I'm a lot less serious, I think, in person. And I like that the content is changing because these are sides that acquaintances or people that are, I guess, online or whatever, don't really see of me. These are the sides that you guys will see in the future are sides that I really show to people that I'm more familiar with slash friends and things like that, because I'm definitely not like this quiet girl all the time. And anyways, the point is, I understand the close factor you can have with certain YouTubers. I felt that way as well about YouTubers, but at the end of the day, you don't know those people completely. And so I hope you guys respect that. But those are the three options. And obviously, like I said, the live and the recorded ones are a little bit more for the vast majority. And the in-person ones, I'm not going to say never to any, like, to basically anybody out there, but I will be a lot more choosy with that. So if I tell you, hey, maybe not right now, or I don't really feel comfortable, don't take that offensively. It just, I have to look out for myself, and I want you to look out for yourself as well, because stranger danger. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to the chat. Let's see. Live is more fun for me. Ha ha ha. Queen Tiger. Yes. I do understand that. I mean, I really like the live interviews too. Just even looking at this chat right now is cool, because you don't see everybody that's watching. Like right now it says 21 people are watching, but obviously there's not 21 people in the chat. And I know, because I'm the same way, guys. I literally am the same way, and it's like such a bad habit to keep, because, for example, Love Lou, I do not comment on her channel. I am subscribed to her. I watch her channel. Michelle Wilson, I don't always watch, I do watch her videos. I don't always comment on her videos. I did comment on her video today, but most of the time I'm very bad. Even with Megan, like, there's many people that I watch every single one of their videos, but I'm very, very bad at commenting. So that being said, if you are a ghost watcher, you don't have to necessarily comment in this chat, but hit me up on Instagram, or I guess Twitter, which I am using Twitter now, by the way, because I do want to know who is watching. Anyways, Raymond Sanchez, can you interview an INFp? I have interviewed an INFp, and I will continue to interview INFps. Speaking of an INFp, Siham is in the chat. Hopefully I'm saying this correctly, because I have the memory of a goldfish. Not really, but like for certain things, I have the memory of a goldfish. Siham, right? Am I right? Hey, I don't know. I don't know if I'm right, but you are definitely an INFp. By the way, I know my INFp impression was very exaggerated. I did get inspiration by certain people that I know, not Siham. There is a certain YouTuber that is very prominent that I did get a little inspiration from her, but mostly from INFPs I know in person. Two of them are kind of friends of mine. Well, one of them is more my friend than the other. The other one I was really good friends in high school with, but she is basically, I would say she was the biggest inspiration for for the INFp thing. And I definitely don't think that all INFPs are into Japanese culture or Asian culture or act like that, but I do find it very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try to breeze through these so I don't get too. Okay, Queen Tiger. Ahaha. If you want to re-interview me, let me know. I'm always down for that. Yes, Queen Tiger, you are on the list. And in fact, I think I'm going to put a list. I'm going to figure out a way to put a list somewhere. Maybe even on this channel, and then eventually have like more organized on the new channel as to what list that will be of maybe not times, but who is interested and who will be interviewed in the future. And eventually I want to have a very good schedule. So I'd say the live interviews, I would prefer doing those maybe during the weekends, just because I don't want to do them too late. And I know it's pretty late for you as well. Alice Marie, out of curiosity, is there a reason why you want to put the interviews on a separate channel? I feel like you've built up an audience on this one and it fits with your channel theme. Alice Marie, so I did not make this channel to be a typology channel. It just happened to end up being, but I do want that to change. I am going to still do typology videos, but that is not the primary focus of this channel. And actually, when I started doing the interviews, I kind of thought they were going to be like a one-off thing. I didn't think I was going to actually do so many interviews that I did. I'm not saying that the interview channel will ever get to the size that this channel is, but I will hope that people will subscribe to that channel, because the one thing that is unfortunate about the interviews is when I did the live interviews, and that's why I still will have collaborations on this channel, they're just not going to be live. When I did the live interviews, there's a certain vetting process that I didn't really do with certain people, well, everybody basically, and I would say 95%, maybe more, of the people that I interviewed are good people. Like, I'm not saying that actually any of them are bad, but I would say you can't always tell. And I have mentioned this to friends. I obviously haven't mentioned this on my channel, but there were slash are certain interviews that you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that I was uncomfortable with. And this doesn't mean like I thought the person was creepy or like bad or something, but whenever I interview someone, and this sounds kind of weird, and I don't know if anybody can relate to this that has done a live stream or an interview, but I can feel the energy of that other person through the screen. And maybe that is completely imagined. It might be completely imagined. It does sound pretty crazy, but I do really feel that other person through my computer screen. This sounds very odd, but certain energies that I interviewed were just stressful to me or just like a little off-putting. And that became very taxing. And also, I won't name, I think this person knows who they are because we did talk about it. But there was an interview, there's only one interview that I actually deleted. All of the interviews that are not seen as unlisted are privated. There was one that happened in the last couple of months, maybe January. I think it was in January or something. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong about this. But there was someone that I did interview, and we did talk about a pretty controversial subject. And also, I didn't really like the vibe of that interview. And I'm not saying that this person is a bad person or something, because I have discussed this with this person. But just that interview alone, I lost, like, I want to say 30-something subscribers just from that interview alone. And you may think, which I don't think, I hope most of you do not think this, but for me, even though I do have 2,500 subscribers or whatever, that still, I notice every single time someone unsubscribes or subscribes. I notice that. And maybe there's going to be a point where I don't notice that, but I notice that. So 30 subscribers, even though that may not seem like a lot with my channel, I don't know if you see that as a lot. It felt like a lot to me because I just felt like, I also feel like with the interviews, some people, and I'm not saying, obviously the majority of you are not like this, but I would say some people take who I interview too personally. And that's why, like, on the new channel, I'm gonna have a list of, if I interviewed someone, I'm going to have them listed on that channel. I used to have it listed on my channel as more perspectives. As you may have noticed, and I probably will add to this a little bit more, I cut that completely to like a smaller number. And it's not to say that I don't support those people, but it just became a little chaotic with as many people that I've interviewed on there. But anyways, the new channel is going to have the list of who I've interviewed. I'll have it as a section as these are the channels that I've interviewed if you have a YouTube channel. Anyways, the point is, I love the interviews, but what I want to do with this channel is not have it as an interview channel. And I don't even necessarily want it to have it as like a extreme MBTI channel. And in fact, I'm trying to kind of get away with that. And I did notice today that my related channels has changed to more popular popular videos instead of other MBTI creators, which is interesting. I don't know, maybe I've lost relevance, I'm not sure. But I think it might be because my content is kind of changing and I'm trying to not necessarily just be in the MBTI box. Right now I still am, but I want to get out of that. So the interviews, I really want to highlight those interviews and I don't want to unlist those interviews because I want to make them searchable for people. And the point of the interviews was never to get views or never to necessarily gain subscribers, but when the interviews get in the way of this channel in the sense of like its growth or even the overall vibe, because some people really did not like the interviews because they are different than the other content, or they thought that I subscribed, not like subscribed actually, but like subscribed to other people's ideas that I interviewed just because maybe I had like a pleasant interaction with them. I think it's just better. Anyways, that was a really long-winded explanation. Sorry, I meant to go through this a lot more. Okay, Queen Tiger, you're completely right. She said, Alice Marie, I'd assume more structure to the channel, it keeps it cleaner. Yes, that is like the most basic way, and that was really concise. That was a really concise way to put it. Charles Benson, it's not crazy. I feel it even by watching people. Oh, that was too, oh wow, I kind of skipped a lot. Oh, that's because you were right after Queen Tiger on the other one. Okay, anyways, let's see. I want to start interviews to make my channel different, but mainly bands. Charles Benson, that would actually be amazing. You know that I've been telling you to do more videos, and I think that would be really cool because that's the other thing, and that's what I kind of want to do more on this channel, is to promote. I've always tried to promote other creators, but I want to do more collaborative videos on this channel rather than interview videos. that have a little bit more structure and a little bit more creativity to them. And so that would be very interesting. Siham, I'm a silent viewer most of the time. Me too. Zandy, now I have to come out from my hiding spot. Oh my gosh, goodies. Okay, Queen Tiger. Here comes the IXFXS's. LOL. Cosmos. Me too. Hi all. Hi John. John King. Okay. Pedro Hack. I never really interact with the live streams because I'm always doing homework while watching. Yes, totally understand that. Nicholas Andrade? I'm a ghost. Me too. Siham, I'm sitting here with my stuffed animal and I like K-pop/drama, so you weren't far off. I know. Okay, so the thing about stereotypes is, even though I would say stereotypes are pretty off in many regards, like they're obviously a little too extreme, but there definitely is truth in stereotypes. For example, with me as an INFJ and whatever, as my friends know, like my closer friends, I have gone down some deep conspiracy holes. And I don't necessarily believe all of the conspiracies that I've read or researched or watched or whatever, because there definitely are some weird ones. Like, I don't think that the world is flat, or, I mean, the earth is flat, stuff like that. Maybe it is, who knows? But I have looked up how to join the Illuminati online, which is kind of funny. I know Shane Dawson did a video on that, but actually, like, even like 2 or 3 years, well, maybe 2 years before that, I had already looked up how to do that. And it's kind of funny because we looked at the same website. Anyways, Sheila W. Hey, all. Okay. Let's see. Sandy, feeling the energy through a screen. I do that too. I'm not crazy. Maybe. Okay. I know I've probably tried to pronounce this before too. Again, I apologize for my horrible pronunciation. Hayok Armor, Tiger Shark. You should always bring a friend to in-person interviews. That's true. I mean, besides obviously friends that friends that I'm interviewing. That is very true and actually good looking out. Zandy, what about text? Because sometimes it feels off, but I can't pinpoint why. Yes, I've gone that with text as well. But the thing about text with me, as anybody that's texted me out there, don't feel bad. Because I will raise my hand and say that I am one of the worst texters there is. I do not put emotion into my text mostly, unless it's with a very close friend, or even at that, even with my closest friends, I do one-word texts. I don't do K, but I do okay. I do cool, yes, no. And if I want to get wild and crazy, then I'll start doing some sentences, but kind of crazy there. So, okay. Charles Benson. I'm very empathetic too, even though FISE. Well, the thing is, as you know this, Charles, as an ISFP, I do find that ISFPs are very intuitive, which makes sense because your intuitive function and your sensing function are in the middle in Myers-Briggs. But I do find that ISFPs are very intuitive. Like, for example, my mom is an ISFP, which, by the way, I will at some point interview my parents. My dad is an INTP and my mom is an ISFP. I've interviewed my younger sister before. I may also interview my stepsister, which I haven't really talked about so much on this channel. But anyways, that will come. But yes, I thought for the longest time that my mom was intuitive because she always likes to talk about like her inner voice and stuff. But I realized that she wasn't an intuitive through certain things. But yeah, she is very intuitive and empathetic in many ways. Let's see. Queen Tiger, 30 subs is pretty decent amount. Like, if I lost 30 subs on my channel, I would actually be dead. I would be actually dead. Yeah. Alice Marie, or Siham, Queen Tiger, same. Alice Marie, 30 butthurt people, please. Wonder what happened. Queen Tiger, I lost about 5 subs the other week and I was freaking out. Hello. Alice Marie, and that makes total sense. Thanks for explaining. Okay, I'm glad that I did. David G, yo, hey, excuse moi. Hi, nice to see you. Also, I will plug my previous video if you haven't seen it so far. I don't know if you guys have seen, I took inspiration from a craze on TikTok, which I do not have TikTok, but I am very familiar with this, like, one day as whatever, 3 weeks, 1 month as this, 1 year as this and stuff. So I did take inspiration from TikTok, and I did the NFs, so N Myers-Briggs, INFJ, INFp, ENFJ, ENFP. Wait, did I? INFJ, INFP. Okay. Anyways, I think you guys get my point. You guys should watch it because I think it's funny, and I'm trying to be a little bit more creative with my videos. And I'm going to make all of the other ones. And so I will actually go down to this so I can see what your responses are. But which series do you want to see next? Do you want to see me doing the SPs, so like ISFP, ISTP, ESTP, ESFP next? Or do you want to see the SJs, ISTJ, ESTJ, ISFJ, ESFJ? Or do you want to see the NTs next? INTJ, INTP, ENTP, ENTJ. Let me know, and I will decide it in this chat. So in the next, I would say, few minutes, write in the chat which one you want to see, and I'm going to count them up, and that will be the deciding factor for who I do next. Which group, I guess. Queen Tiger, anyone else scroll down the chat while she's going through all the comments? Interesting. Okay. Queen Tiger, pucokie, I'm the leader of the Illuminati. Oh my gosh. Alice Marie, is it just me or has your hair grown pretty fast? So my hair does grow pretty fast. It's not completely straight right now. I actually have to straighten it like basically every day because it's naturally wavy. Right now it is pretty straight, but my hair does grow pretty fast. It's grown a few inches since I cut it in January. I'm lucky in that regard. I think it's because I drink a lot of water and I eat pretty healthy, but and also my hair just grows pretty fast in general. Okay. Sandy, I used to be really into conspiracy theories. I had to tone it down because I would scare people when I would sometimes share. Oh my gosh, Sandy, I totally agree with you. I literally did the same thing. I literally have done the same thing. Sheila W. I've been reconsidering my type and I just uploaded my first video ever. I rambled for 20 minutes. I want to take it down already. All right. Sheila? I'm going to your channel. I just subscribed. I am your 16th subscriber. Which, this is another thing. I would say for a lot of the people that a lot of people that watch, I am subscribed to you. And I may not always respond or like say something on your channel, but I will do it. I mean, I do subscribe. Alice Marie, at my old job, I pretended to be a conspiracy theory freak to get out of unwanted conversations with annoying coworkers. Oh my gosh, I love it. John King, Sheila W., starting a channel is nerve-wracking. I know that as well, but keep it up and it can get better. Yes. Sandy, what? Sheila, I think I'm subbed to you and YouTube didn't tell me. The algorithm is so unfair, I have to watch your video. I'm going to watch your video as well, Sheila W., and I will comment on it. Thanks, John and Sandy. It is so boring, but I had to just jump it in. All right, now is the count for which type. So, I probably don't have to do this, but I'm going to write in a note. Okay. SJ. Okay. Actually, what we could even determine from this live stream is the order. So first, I will count the most popular, and then you guys can tell me which one you want to see after that. Okay. SJ. So that's one for SJ, one for SP, another for SJ. And NP, so I'm not going to do NP because I did NF. So do like, okay, but you already voted for SP. Okay. SP. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm doing it a really weird way. Okay. NT. Yes, only vote once, by the way, because I really want to. Michelle, hey. Hey, Michelle's. Okay, wait. I feel like I'm doing this a bad way. Okay, I'm not even gonna do it that way. Okay, so I'm just gonna count how many SJs and then I'm gonna go through and count the rest. So, SJ, 1, 2, 3, 4, so Austin, nay. It can either be NT, so I already did the NF, so that includes NFJs. So it looks like 4 SJs, maybe I'm counting wrong. SP, there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then there is how many NTs? 1, 2. All right, looks like SJ1. Alice Marie, you should create a poll because some people aren't voting in correct format. Alice, you're very right, but I'm not going to make a poll because I want it to be decided on this. So right now we have SJ and SP in the lead. Oscar Sanchez, INTJs are superior to INFJs, so cuddle with your mom. Don't get, that doesn't make sense. My mom's not an INTJ. So I'm not really sure what that means. So, there really isn't enough content actually to do SJs the justice they deserve out there. So underestimated, underrepresented. We board of NTs. Yes. Well, let's just say I already have ideas. I already have some ideas for these types. There are certain types that I've really thought about more than others, which, by the way, I think this may be clear to people. I did not make a script. All of my videos thus far, I basically have a broad outline and then I go off the cuff. Like, I have an idea, but I just kind of go with whatever makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, I am going to go because this is, wow, been going on for 45 minutes. I'm always surprised how long these things go. And so the next one I'm going to be doing is SJ. So again, for those of you watching right now, if you want to subscribe to the Pucokie Interviews channel, go click on the link. And I probably will keep this video up. I don't know if I'm going to unlist this video. I may unlist it and then put it on the main channel. Put it on my main page of my channel because I don't want the videos to be cluttered, even though I do like the thumbnail of this video. So go subscribe to that, or you don't have to subscribe. I would appreciate it if you do. Secondly, email me on that email if you want to do an interview. Only if you want to do an interview. And I will stress this again. That email will only be for interviews. This is not a way to, I will not entertain. Maybe I'll give people one chance, but for the most part, I'm not going to entertain anything other than interviews on that email. If you want to just email me in a more general sense or ask to collaborate, again, email me on the pucokie2 email. That's also like on my channel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being supportive, and I really hope that this becomes a good thing, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye-bye.